Let's create a worksheet using ChatGPT and PowerPoint. First, I went into PowerPoint, and now we're going to create a US letter size piece of paper. All we need to do is go into View, then Slide Master, then we go to Slide Size, Custom Slide Size, and in the US it's 8.5 by 11, so that's what I'm going to put in there. It doesn't matter if you maximize or ensure fit. Now before I close the master view, I'm going to make my font Century Gothic. That means that everything I paste into this PowerPoint will be Century Gothic. Now you can choose anything you like. Okay, let's go into Close Master View. And here we have it. I'm actually going to highlight and delete what we have here. Now let's go into Chat-GPT. Here we are in Chat-GPT. My message was, give me some suggested to create an easy arithmetic worksheet with the theme of soccer for elementary school. I would like to use real-world statistics. You're going to see that it doesn't even have to be good English. Chat-GPT understands. This is what it gave me. Creating an arithmetic worksheet with a soccer theme is a great way to engage elementary school students while teaching them math concepts. Here are a few suggestions using real-world soccer statistics. The first one is goals scored. In a soccer match, Team A scored 5 goals and Team B scored 3 goals. How many goals were scored in total? Math duration. A soccer match has 2 halves of 45 minutes each. How many minutes does a soccer match last? Goal difference. Team A scored 12 goals in a season and Team B scored 8 goals. What is the goal difference between the two teams? Number 4 suggestion, points earned. In a soccer league, a team earns 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. If Team A won 6 games, drew 2 games, and lost 4 games, how many points did they earn in total? Goalkeeper A made 7 saves in a match, while goalkeeper B made 4 saves. How many saves did both goalkeepers make in total? Fouls committed. Team A committed 12 fouls in a game, and Team B committed 9 fouls. How many fouls were committed by both teams? Yellow and red cards. In a soccer match, there were 5 yellow cards and 2 red cards given. How many cards were given in total? Corner kicks. Team A had 4 corner kicks and Team B had 6 corner kicks. How many corner kicks were there in total? Goal attempts. Team A had 14 goal attempts and Team B had 11 goal attempts. How many goal attempts were there in total? Remember to provide space for students to show their work and write their answers. You can also adapt these questions to include specific team names or player names to make the worksheet even more engaging for your soccer fans. I really like all of these. It's going to be hard to choose. Let's tell it to do something else. Please give me, I'm going to say 20. We might not use all 20. 20 soccer themed word problems for students learning arithmetic. Please give detailed answers for each. Create in a worksheet and solutions page. Let's see what it does. Look at that. Here's a worksheet with 20 soccer-themed word problems for students learning arithmetic, along with a separate solutions page. We have our worksheet, soccer-themed arithmetic word problems, and we have, let's see if they'll give us 20. It didn't quite finish it, and this happens sometimes. So we're going to type continue. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm going to go back up and look at my solutions. I don't want to mix too many things up, For instance, they have percent here and then some multiplication. I like this one so that each team will have a win, gosh, what is it called? I'm not a soccer fan, but that doesn't mean we can't create this. A draw and a loss. So what I'm going to do now is this is number 4. I'm going to right-click copy. Please create 15. Actually, let's do 10. 10 problems similar to this with detailed solutions. Please write the solutions so an arithmetic student will understand. Now, once again, these words don't have to spell correctly. It doesn't even have to be good English. And Chat-GPT will understand. I'm going to go over here to down arrow. Hi. As it's writing these up, I suddenly think this would be a great intro to algebra question. And I think that's how I'm going to write it up. One of the cool things about Chat-GPT is as you're watching and learning, there's so many different ways you can do stuff. And a lot of times when I have one specific idea, it gives me answers that, wait, that could be used for something else. So just because you have one idea, make sure to be open for other ideas and other themes. We're going to do a continue here. I just thought of another great worksheet. We could do percent. So we could ask for each team what percent of their games for instance, losses. For number 6, we would say 3/19, get our decimal, change it to a percent, and that would be team F losses. Now we have teams. I don't know names of teams for soccer, so let's ask ChatGPT to give us some. Please give me random names, random fictitious names for a soccer. And it's going to give me 10. That's pretty cool. But let's do some more from the UK. Now, I'm not sure if these are cool names for the UK or not, but I kind of like them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go way up here. Oh, let's do one other thing. Let's see what it gives us. Well, these are really nice, but it has nothing to do with soccer, does it? What we're going to have to do is actually tell it we want it for soccer. Cleats and calculations, that's pretty funny. Soccer squad, kicking it with numbers, soccer, math fun for young. Goalpost gurus. I actually like kicking it with numbers for young, but I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to go into my PowerPoint. I'm going to right click. If I do use destination theme, it's not going to give me the theme or the font I want. The next one is still the same. But when I go to the last paste, you're going to notice it comes as Century Gothic. So that's what I like. Now, one thing I don't like is this enthusiasts. I don't really like that. For, gosh, I don't know. Let's go back and see the suggestions. For young players, aspiring players, young fans. Let's do that. I right-click copied. I'm going to highlight. Oh, I'm going to like this. Highlight, right-click, and then paste. Young fans. I kind of like that. So we're just going to leave it up here. We're not going to worry about any major formatting. That's the fun stuff. That's after we get everything in here. Now, the first thing I always do is create the solutions. So right underneath this, I'm just going to write solutions. Okay, let's go back to our chat. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these. Right click, copy. Right click, paste. And I'm just going to put them on the side for right now. All right, let's go to our questions. Now, in a soccer league, a team earns 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. And it looks like they're all the same. That means we're just going to copy this, right click, copy. You know what? Let's ask to create directions. Please create a 2-sentence direction for this soccer worksheet. Let's see what it does for us here. Of course, it gives it a different name. Yeah, it's kind of nice. South Beach. If I click regenerate, let's see what else it'll give us. Yeah, okay, it was better. Right click copy. I'm not a super fan about these directions, but we're just going to leave it. Now, the other thing that I like to do is change the font, and it really depends on what you like. I do size 12 for the solutions and a little bit bigger for the worksheet. Then, okay, then I'm going to right click, paste. So for these problems in a soccer league, a team earns 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. Find out the total number of matches each team played. That sounds good. We can change it later. Okay, so don't be like, it's not right. Now it's just a matter of right click, copy. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing these each individually? It's because it's easier to take out the solution part when you're going to create the worksheet, but it's also right click, copy, right click, paste. It's also nice if you're trying to format something that you don't, let's say I just want this piece, a certain font and the solution's another font, then it's kind of nice to have them in 2 separate places. I guess we should number it. All right, now I'm going to now highlight, copy, since I know what my format's going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to put this to one side. And just like I said, we did 3 points. Okay, so right click, cut, right click, paste. Cool. Let's take the next, right click, copy, right click, paste. So there's our team name. I'm going to shrink it up. In a soccer league, cut, let's see, put that in there. You really have to read these and make sure they kind of make sense. Let's do this, right click, paste. So it says, all right, what does it say? In a soccer league, Royal Rangers United won 8 games, drew 2 games, and lost 4 games. How many points did they earn total? That sounds good. We're going to call this 2. I'm going to kind of keep it all the same. If we're all, okay. You're probably thinking, yeah, but this is just so repetitive. Students need to have things repeated a lot. Students really need repetition to get better. Okay, we're going to go to this one. I don't know what FC means. Oh, football club? I'm guessing, but we're going to put this in there. 12, 3, shrink it up. All right. Right click, cut, right click, paste. I wasn't really sure what kind of worksheet I was going to make. Sometimes I just have it put the solutions with it and then just copy paste in with the solutions, but I had to do it separately here, which is okay. Right click, copy, right click, paste. Okay, and then 12. And then I'm just going to do the same for everyone. So I'm going to pause the video here and then resume when I'm ready to put in the solutions. All right, here we have it. I have them all in here. And what I'm going to do next is line them all up. So I'm going to highlight everything. I'm going to go to Arrange, Align, Align Left, and then Arrange, Align, and Align, Distribute Vertically. Okay. I have some stuff coming out far out this way. I think I'm going to make the a little bit larger. All right. Here it is. This is where we're halfway there. All right. Now let's go back. Number 1, and this is the explanation for it. So yes, we're going to have to move some stuff. That's all right. I knew we would. And now we have to decide, what do we want to do? Do we want to make it into algebra? I don't think so. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it like this. And 12. Cool. And we just need to make sure 5, 4, 6. Okay. Let's bring in the next one. You're probably wondering, well, why did she align it? Because I like things aligned. Right click, paste. All right. Okay. All right, so you get the idea. I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to come back when I have them all in. Looks like I was able to fit 5 on here. Now what I'm going to do next is what I just showed you how to do, but we're going to highlight everything. I don't want these to be left aligned. I don't want it all the way to the end, but I do want it to be arranged so that we have it distributed vertically. All right, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is just go along. I have the control key pressed and I'm just clicking. I want all of these to be aligned left. I want all of these to be aligned left with themselves. All right, so that is the first page. Let us create another page. Okay, a blank one. Now I'm going to right click, cut, because these need to go in here. And I'm going to do it all over again. So I'm going to pause the video and we're going to come back. I have them all in here. I'm going to highlight. Then I'm going to make sure that they are distributed vertically. Perfect. You're going to notice that between this one and the last one, there's a little more space. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this up. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. Now don't freak out that they're super close because we're going to distribute it again. Bring it down a little. What I'm thinking about is maybe I can put a little blurb down here about soccer or something and bring it up. So now it's just a matter of really fiddling with things. Arrange, align. Okay, that looks good. Now let's get them left aligned. So once again, I'm holding the control key and just clicking. arrange, align left. And I don't like it all the way over that far, so I'm just gonna bring it over a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna want them kind of, there we go. So once again, I'm control clicking and arrange, align. There we go, that looks much better. Now, since we're talking about games and since we're talking about winning games, drew, loss, what I'm going to do is go into Chat-GPT and say, can you give me the best scoring, the best winning soccer team of all time? I don't know. Let's see what it says. Never lost. Now, I should mention that ChatGPT only goes through September 2021. So anything after that won't be listed. So this is a lot, and I'm not sure I can fit it all into that little piece at the bottom of our worksheet. All right, we're now here. 12, yeah. If I go like this, yeah, it's not quite going to fit. Go back here. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Let me think about this. So what I did is I cut it down so we only have year 2000 and later. I'm not sure why these are so weird, but we're going to leave it. Okay, so this is our solution. So I'm going to save it as the title. Right-click, copy. Ignore, right-click, copy. And the title, and then solutions. Now, I can't put in the parentheses or other stuff, but that's okay. So I'm going to do that now. File, save as, and then save it. All right, so here we are. I'm going to save it under that title. And then we're going to create the actual worksheet without the solutions. Next, we're going to make our worksheet. Now, before you do anything, please, 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 don't add anything until you save it as just the worksheet, not with the solutions at the end. Trust me, I've gone in, started changing things, and realized, oh my gosh, I'm changing my solutions page. So all you need to do is go into File, Save As. Save it as the same thing, but not with solutions at the end. Put worksheet or something. So now I have two. This gives me two different files. Let me show you here. One with solutions and then one that's just the worksheet. Trust me, this will save you heartache. All right, now we're going to do the worksheet. This is where we just clean things up, put some really cool aesthetics in there, change some fonts. And the first thing I'm going to do is change the font of the title. And you can change it to whatever your heart desires. I like to have kind of a cool thing. Let's do this one. It's a little too large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter. All right, and I can make it a little bit bigger. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to zoom in here for us. No longer the solutions, but I need a name. We have to have something for students to put their name. All right, I'm going to put right, oh. Okay. 12. All right, there's that. Now we don't need any of this. That means I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to start deleting all of my answers. I didn't mention before, but I did check to make sure the answers and everything were correct. You want to double check everything. Chat-GPT is good, but sometimes it gives you some really strange things. Okay, and there we go. I think the second page is looking okay. Let's bring this up just a little bit. I think there's enough room for students to write. This one, I'm going to shrink it up a little bit. kind of like it. I'm going to, well, let's see what happens. I'm going to bring this up a little because I might be able to bring number 6 over here. And we're going to arrange, align. Yeah, let's go over here, right click, cut, right click, paste. Now this is why I did them individually. All right, so let us now, that looks pretty good. I like that. And then it also gives me room over here to add this. I can add the stuff I took out. All right, now I'm going to, next step is making sure that everything is aligned left. Looks like I can make this one a little bit longer. It's not part of aligning left, but I'm just looking here. All right, arrange, align, align left, arrange, and then we're going to make sure that it's still, oops. You see what it did? I had these highlighted. I don't need all of this to be arranged correctly. So I'm going to undo, highlight what I do want to be arranged vertically. All right. I think I want to bring this up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Right now it's just your idea of what you like. Okay. And now we have the worksheet, and basically we have everything ready for you to print it for students or for you to save it as a PDF and sell it. Yes, you can sell this stuff. I hope you enjoyed watching, and make sure to watch when I do another one. Thank you.